to know that he's having a seizure, he'll sleep through it. So his body will shake, is what happens. So I'll be a light sleeper anyway, but it's like once his body will start shaking.
Like an epileptic fit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if I wake him up, but I'd have to wake him, they'll stop. But I'd have to give him, he's on medication for it, but sometimes the medication doesn't work and they'll have to increase it. They've had to increase it, I think, 3 times in the last 2 years now. Yeah, so
it's hard. To let him sleep through it?
Well, yeah, there is. I think you can go into a state called status epilepticus, which has, and the more seizures you get, every seizure can have an effect. Yeah, so, so like that, my sleep would be very broken because of that. And the more seizures he gets, they call it a post-ictal state, so it can affect Mike's form. He can be very tired the following day, or he can be irritable the following day, or he can be more confused the following day. So, yeah.
And when you wake him?
He won't even know. No, and sometimes he doesn't even remember that, I've woken him and given him 2 paracetamol. And then I'll stay awake to make sure that he settles, and then he'll go back to sleep again, more often than not, yeah. So, yeah, that can happen quite a lot for a spell of time.
You must be on edge every night.
I am on edge most nights, yeah, but I'm a very light sleeper. So, yeah.
You've got a real grasp of it.
I have a nursing background anyway, yes, so yeah. And then we've a son who had epilepsy as well. So luckily enough I had some knowledge of epilepsy as well on a personal level. So thank God for that. I suppose...
You've got sleep deprivation, both of you.
Well, yeah, as the consultant said to me, it's like having a newborn baby in the house again. And it is like that. You just get very used to living on little sleep. And you do. You do function. You just get on with it. And that's it.
During the day to kind of compensate?
No, I don't go to bed at all during the day.
Really?
We have carers in the house during the day. Yeah. We got full care package in our house, and we would not exist only for that. Yeah, at the very start, when Mike was diagnosed, because of his age, we were told there was very little services available for somebody of Mike's age. Again, I was listening to Sean Oak, and I remember seeing that interview before, and I just cried, and I was there going, oh my God, that story is so sad, hearing another carer who is in the same situation as ourselves, I suppose. And the fight that we had to get to services, and we're very lucky to have a home care package as good as what we have, and to have that support.
I suppose it's only broader. You'd be able to say better than I can, but I think that more people know.
Exactly.
There's like kind of awareness, right?
Exactly, yeah. And even Mike was up the other night at 4:30, the stormy night, because our son works on a farm. He's 16 now, and he has a Saturday job, and his work clothes were out on the line. But Mike had to get up. He's an obsession with the washing machine and washing clothes. And everybody says to me, jokingly, oh, you're very lucky. But actually, Mike is obsessed with housework. He doesn't sit down. She's not happy.
Most women would love if their husbands was running around doing the house on with breakfast.
Yeah.
It's weird.
I don't get to sit down and have a cup of tea. My cup is snapped off to me before I finish my cup of tea. I don't get to have a shower. My clean clothes that I'm ready to put on are in the washing machine before I come out of the shower. Or I could slip on the floor when I come out of the shower because he has the floor washed. It is that bad. Yeah. It's just... He's wound.
Fixated.
It's continuously. And then all you get the whole time is, oh, he looks great. And you're looking at him going, come live with us.
Yeah, it's very hidden.
It's very hidden because Mike is so young and active. It's very, very hidden. Yeah.
So it's kind of like behaviours that are everyday cleaning, but it's kind of going to the extreme of cleaning.
Oh, it is. It is a total.
It's like one of the OCD.
Yeah.
The telly.
Yeah.
It's completely upset.
Yeah.
And presumably you don't get involved in talking about it. You just let him away with it.
Oh, you have to let him. You have to let him. Like, how many loads of washing were there in our house this morning? He was bringing washing in from the shed this morning that he had in the clothes horse in the shed. Marie was here going, where's he getting it from? Where's he bringing this from?
I did down. He was actually going down checking it out, cupboards and hoppers and stuff. He was bringing.
Oh yeah. It goes like clean clothes are washed, and then you'll find wet clothes in the wardrobe. Like my handbag, I was mortified. I went to my handbag this morning, my handbag is all wet. And you're going, oh no.
Okay.
Yeah.
And presumably woolens get shrunk and...
Oh yeah. My lovely new...
Luke's jeans are pink. He's well impressed. They're not big. They've got a tint.
Yeah.
Tinting on the way they like it.
A hint of a tint.
You lock your wardrobe?
No. Well, everything gets lost. Like, we lose everything. And no matter how good you try to be and how safe you think you are, things get lost all the time. And
Would you consider locking stuff up?
we have done. And then I forget where I put stuff all the time myself.
Of course you do. Putting them in a hide somewhere. That's true.
Yeah.
And I suppose it's these are the things that someone else would have no idea about.
Yeah.
Totally. And then it's like your story, it's in the home and it's not visible to someone, down the shop.
Yeah.
It's behind closed doors.
My car is my office, actually. My car is my office.
Yeah. So you've all your safe things in there.
Yeah, in my car.
Like it's hard when people lose control of so much and then they become fixated on some things. And like my mum was the opposite. She had posterior cortical so in the back of the brain. Again, really rare. But when mum started losing control of certain things, she became fixated on other things. But mum didn't lose her memory. She just forgot how to do things, like seeing. So nothing wrong with her eyes, she just forgot how to see. So at one point she thought we were hiding photographs. So my dad passed away when I was 10 and Mum just thought we were hiding photographs of Dad. Again, because she couldn't see them. So, we were blowing them up to huge. And again, it's the whole when people say you look well, and Mum would have been 60s at this point, early 60s, and you're trying to explain to people, you've no idea, Mum, things that were, against her and hardly to her. And it's so hard.
Yeah,
it's so hard.
it is. Yeah, and Mike's personality changed completely as well. Like, Mike was such a gentleman, and is such a gentleman, he still is, but his personality changed completely. He would have changed from somebody that never cursed to somebody that curses a lot now, and can go from being really calm 1 minute to absolutely flipping it without being able to control it at all, within minutes.
So you trying to assess what the pressure was?
We do. Sometimes we can. We know what certain triggers, but more times we don't. You can't. Yeah. But that's frontal lobe would be a behavioural. There'd be huge behavioural issues with frontal lobe. Yeah.
So does that happen in shops that somebody starts cursing?
He hates going shopping. No, it doesn't really. It only normally he wouldn't have outbursts only behind closed doors.
Okay.
Yeah. So he could maybe let it build up if he's out, but he doesn't like going out much anymore, so him being here too is a good thing. Certain places he won't go to. Yeah.
And do you know why that is?
He crowds of people, doesn't like it. No. No. Even shopping now is a big... He doesn't like going out shopping anymore, or meeting certain people, or being certain places. Finds it very, very tough. And even if he forces himself to do it, he could have an outburst the following day. So
has repercussions later.
You see the stress building up.
Yeah, or even the thought of going somewhere.
It's only in the last couple of weeks we started getting him going back out.
Back out again. And even this morning he was very worked up this morning. Very worked up.
It reminds him, we said this before, you remind him, when you tell you that you want to get up and it just flittered around the top of the table. He's like that, isn't he? Running constantly.
All energy.
There's 400 jobs to be done and they all have to be done now. But in the same fact, none of them are getting done.
Is there a kind of nervous energy in it? Is it kind of jitty?
To a sort, yeah, it is, I suppose, isn't it?
And I suppose does this sound familiar to your experience? You might prefer to just move
When my mother or my grandmother don't have any problems with sleeping at all, got a bit.
What type of dementia do they have?
The grandmother has Alzheimer's, has frontotemporal dementia, which is actually,
Same as my...
but it actually affects her speech more than her behaviour.
What age is she?
She's 53 now.
It is a young people.
This is shocking.
But actually, my grandmother has after taking on a very dark sense of humour, which is
It's funny at the best of times, but there's very